Alright, hello YouTube. It's Absolute Zero here. I know I haven't made a video in a while. Just been busy with school and work, but I just wanted to get this deck out, just show a deck. So this one's actually for Yugioh, as you'll see in the title. So this is actually my Cyber Angel deck. It's the pure Cyber Angel, so there's nothing like Heretics or anything else, and it still does pretty well. I built the deck just because it's the deck from one of my favorite characters from the GX series, because GX is actually my favorite one of the Yu-Gi-Ohs. But yeah, so this was Alexis's deck, and I thought the Cyber Angels were really cool. So it's pretty much gonna just be them, and then things to help them out. So it's a ritual based deck, so it's gonna include obviously ritual spells and stuff. But yeah, so it's actually pretty good. Anyways, let's get started. So we're gonna start with the monsters. We're gonna start with triple Cyber Angel Dakini. Oh yeah, so this deck's actually pretty consistent too. It usually wins. Yeah, so Cyber Angel Dakini. It's kind of the boss monster of the deck for now. So move your cat. Or move your tail, cat. All right, so it's a level 8 light fairy, and so they're all light fairies. So you can summon it with Machine Angel Ritual, which is the spell card to summon the Cyber Angel. And yeah, so at any time, you can always swap out cards in this deck. It's not a definite build. But yeah, so this card is pretty good. So on summon, it makes your opponent send the monster to the graveyard, so it gets around things that can't be targeted, destroyed, unaffected by card effects. It pretty much, it's an out to a lot of things. It's 2700 attack, 2400 defense. It has piercing, and at the end phase of the turn, you can add any ritual monster or ritual spell card back to your hand from the graveyard. Yeah, so during the end phase. So it's actually really good. It gets you your cards back, which is really nice. So salvage is always good. So next we have triple Cyber Angel Ben 10. This card is a must. It is the search card, so whenever it's sent to the graveyard as a tribute, it lets you search for any light fairy in the deck. So all the monsters in this deck, or most of the monsters in this deck, are light fairies. So, that's really, really good. So this lets you pretty much search anything in the deck out. And it has another effect. It does something to... Oh, if it kills something, they take damage to the equal to the defense. But you're probably never going to use that effect. You're probably going to mostly use the search effect, which is what it's for. Yeah, so any light fairy. Next, we have triple Cyber Angel Ida 10. So this card's actually pretty good. So if it's ritual summoned, you can search for any ritual spell card. So it's actually really good comboing. Like use Ben 10 as the cost for Ida 10, and then you'll pretty much get to search out an entire new spell and monster. Yeah, so on summon, it searches out any ritual spell. And then if this one is used as a tribute, like if it's just used as a tribute, you can all your ritual monsters gain 1000 attack and 1000 defense. So all the ones you control, it's actually pretty good. Alright, so next, Saphira, Queen of the Dragons. So this one's actually kind of like a staple. I've seen every single build run this. So it's pretty cool. On the turn it's ritual summoned, or if a light monster gets sent from the hand to the graveyard, then it can activate one of its effects during the end phase of the turn. So the first effect is probably the one you'll use the most. It's kind of like Graceful Charity. You draw 2, you discard 1. Second effect, discard a card from your opponent's hand. It's pretty good. I've used it to like stomp my opponents a couple times. And then the other one is you can add a light monster from your graveyard to your hand. So yeah, one of those effects during the end phase, that it was summoned, or that a light monster gets sent from the hand to the graveyard. So a ritual summon, honest, your opponent does something. Yeah, it's pretty good. So next we have one Herald of Perfection. You really only need one. So with Dakini being able to put stuff back in your hand, and Saphira putting stuff back in your hand, you'll pretty much almost guaranteed have a fairy out in your hand to use its effect. Yeah, you guys should know it's 1800, 2800. Discard a fairy to negate any kind of effect. It's pretty good. Alright, so next we have shoot, can't grab it. We have triple Cyber Petite Angel. So this is actually, I mean, you can try, I might drop it down to 2, but it's a really good search card. So whenever it's summoned, you search for the Machine Angel Ritual or any Cyber Angel monster. So normal summon, special summon, just any kind of summon. It's level 2, Light Fairy, pretty good. So next I have Double Honest, because you can. So you guys should know what Honest does. Everyone knows what Honest does. Yeah, just there, Honest. So then I have Triple Manju. So Manju searches like any ritual spell or any ritual monster when it's normal summoned or flip summoned. So pretty good. It's level 4, so you can use it for rank 4 plays, I guess. Yeah, Light Fairy. So it's pretty much, you can search it out. You can search it with Ben 10 and then search something else. Pretty good. And then for the last monster, we have Archlord Christia. So Archlord Christia is just a really good floodgate. So if you control exactly 4 fairies in the graveyard, you can special summon this card. Then you add one of the fairies back to your hand. And then while it's on the field, neither player can special summon. So, you know, make your monsters, then drop this out when you can, and then pretty much stops your opponent, and you just have a huge field advantage. It's a nice 2800 beater too, so it's pretty good. Alright, so next we're going to go into the spell cards. So we're going to start with this. Triple Ritual Sanctuary. This field spell is absolutely busted. It's definitely one of the better field spells in the game. So each effect, it has 2 effects, and you can only use each effect once per turn, but the effects are pretty good. So the first one is, you can discard any spell card in your hand. So let's say you have a dead spell, just use it for the effect. So discard any spell card in your hand, and then you can search for 1 light ritual monster or any ritual spell card from your deck and add it to your hand. So sometimes, like, I'll discard the Machine Angel Ritual just to dig out another one, because then it's easier to search it in my graveyard with like Dakini and other things. And so the second effect is actually pretty good too, and you'll probably use it most often with this monster, the Petite Angel. So its second effect is shuffle any amount of spell cards back from your graveyard into your deck. Yeah, it salvages spell cards. And then special summon 1 monster from your graveyard. I think it has to be a Light Fairy. Yeah, special summon 1 Light Fairy monster in your graveyard whose level is equal to the amount of cards you shuffle back, and then so you just special summon it. So like, what most people will do is they'll shuffle back 2, summon Petite Angel. Petite Angel will get off a search. Yeah, it's pretty good, pretty abusable. Yeah, so, and it's field spell at 3, so pretty good. So next we have the main ritual card, Machine Angel Ritual. So this one, it lets you summon any of the Cyber Angel monsters, any one of them. But it also has a really good effect in the graveyard. So while it's in the graveyard, if a light monster would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card to protect the monster. So yeah, it's pretty good. So next we have, first spell card, Preparation of Rites. This card is really broken. That's why it's at 1. So you add any level 7 or lower ritual monster from your deck to your hand, and then add a spell card from your graveyard to your hand. So, yep, pretty busted. And then next we're gonna have Triple Pre-Preps. So Pre-Preparation of Rites at 3. So it only searches specific rituals, so you can't actually search out the Machine Angel Ritual, but you can use it to search out the Saphira or the Herald and their respective spell card, Hymn of Light and Dawn of Light. Yeah, so the good thing about it though is you add the ritual from your deck to your hand, and then you add the monster from your graveyard or your deck to your hand. So it's a nice searcher. Just get the ones you need. Although half the time for Herald I don't even use pre-prep. I'll just use Ben 10 and Eda 10 just because I get them faster. But still, it's good to have. So next we're gonna have Double Twin Twister, because why not? Remove back row. I know I'm ordering my cards kind of funny. I'm just doing it because I have a lot of shiny cards and I'm trying to keep the non-shiny ones in the back. Yeah, so we have the 1 Regeki. You can't really say anything against it. And then we have the 1 Terraforming to search out the field spell. I mean, you'll probably draw the field spell, to be honest, but you know, having the extra search is not bad. And next we have 2 Hymn of Light. It's the ritual to summon Saphira. So, it pretty much does the same thing as Cyber Angel Ritual in the graveyard, except it only protects ritual monsters. So, yeah, it's slightly less good. And then we have Dawn of Herald. So, this is what you use to summon Herald of Perfection. And it's actually really good because when you summon Herald of Perfection, you can banish this card to add one of the monsters you use back for the cost. So, like, I use Ida10 to make it a 3800 defense, and then I can banish Dawn of Herald to get Ida10 back to my hand, and then I'll have a fairy, so I'm able to use Perfection's effect. So it's really nice that they made it that way. And so next we only run 2 traps, 1 warning, 1 strike. Yeah, so negate summons and effects. That's pretty much it. So that's it for my main deck. So I don't actually really use the extra deck, but I made one just in case, because you never know. I don't really have too many cards, so I have the Cowboy, because it's rank 4. You can game people with it, I guess. So we have Silent Honor Art, just to get over, like, I don't know, monsters that are in the way, problem monsters. Ouroboros. So Ouroboros is pretty good. Kind of hard for me to summon with this deck, but so it can do stuff to my opponent, like banish stuff from the graveyard, send a card from their hand to the graveyard, or bounce one of their monsters. It's a pretty good card. So you have Castel. Castel's pretty good. Yeah, just send one to get rid of a problem card. Abyss Dweller, in case I'm playing something like Burning Abyss, because that's really annoying. I have Ragnazero just because it's a fairy. It just pops stuff and lets you draw. I was running low on rank 4s. So there's Maestro, because again, running low on rank 4s. Why not? It's not a bad card. And then there's this one. So this one's actually really good. So I can, number 24, Dragulus the Vampiric Dragon, 2400 attack, 2400 defense. So there's 2 level 6 monsters. So Ben-10, Ida10, Saphira, or Herald, but I'm probably not going to use Herald ever for that. So it's actually pretty good. So I can detach a material once per turn to select one monster my opponent controls and put it face down in defense position. And then if this card dies or is banished by one of my opponent's cards, I can special summon this card in face down defense position. So if you kill it or banish it, it just comes back, but face down. And then if this face down card is flipped face up, I get to send one of my opponent's cards to the graveyard. So it's actually really, really good. I like this card. I might run another one. I'm not sure. But yeah, so guys, let me know what you think. Any improvements. Yeah, so if you're wondering about all the different rank 4s too, it's because I'm actually waiting on some cards and I'm probably going to change the deck a bit. But yeah, let me know if you want to see the updated version. I'm going to be running the Star Seraph engine, so I'll actually be able to summon the rank 4s pretty easily. But I'm just waiting for them on the mail, and I just wanted to get a deck out, just get a video out since I haven't done one in a while. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Like the video, leave a comment, and then I'll be sure to get back to you when I can. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.